Bearcat Nation, what's going on? This is Justin Summers and Neil Meyer with the front office news, and we're giving you a daily recap of today's Cincinnati's football win over the ECU Pirates. A final score of 27-25. Not a very clean game for the Bearcats at all. I think everybody can agree with that. There were some mistakes. There was some sense of urgency from the offense that just wasn't there today. Obviously, Ben struggled in this game. I think he finished with 14 of 30 on the day. Not a very good game for him. He admitted that in the post game. But you know, you got your playmakers that end up bailing you out at the end of this. You know, Tyler Scott took a big one to the house. Trey Tucker took a nice screen to the house, and then the play of Jaden Thompson on special teams, the really big momentum changer. The kick return, 100-yard kick return, pretty much stole from Trey Tucker to really, you know, get some momentum for the Bearcats. And then obviously the Bearcats defense just stood up when they needed to stood up. Neil, what did you all see out there today?
Obviously, I think the main focal point of this game tonight was it was obviously a very slow start. You get a 3-and-out, and then you get a safety, and then you have to play the defense as ECU really dominated the clock there in the first quarter. I think the time of possession was 11:02 to 3:58, roughly about. So, I mean, if you look at that, they obviously had to settle back in, and then defense really settled in. And I think that's the vocal point of tonight, as the defense settled in after being on the field for 11 minutes in the first quarter. And, I mean, when all momentum was changing, defense was looking to get a break. Next thing you know, Jaden Thompson's taking 100 yards to the house. But overall, it was a slow start, but they came out and went on a 21-0 run. And I think that really sparked the momentum. But you got to give ECU credit when credit is due. They are a very good team, a very good run defense. But what they did phenomenally well tonight was obviously the play of Holton Ahlers. I think Holton Ahlers really controlled this game. But I think Keaton Mitchell's performance, as we have all seen, it is his 4th game with 100 yards or more. But obviously he was knocked out of this game early in the 4th quarter, late in the 3rd quarter, early 4th quarter, I believe, after Brian Threats was called for targeting. So outside, ECU loses their dynamic playmaker early, but outside of that, I mean, the Bearcats defense really held their ground late in the game, and that's what showed.
Yeah, and we're going to send out some prayers to, you know, Mitchell obviously took a scary hit for the targeting. And then obviously CJ Johnson, the very end of the game, you know, I guess a lot of people didn't realize the very last play with all the laterals, CJ Johnson took a very nasty hit, was stretchered off. He's being taken to the UC hospital. He is stable. We just got word from that from UC spokesman. So, you know, prayers to them. And, you know, like Neil said, outside of the scary injuries, ECU played really well today. Give them credit. They had 13 days off after some tough wins, and it showed today. They played really well today. Like I said, Ahlers played really well. Mitchell was firing on all sorts before obviously getting knocked out of the game here. And, you know, ECU's, they're a tough team. Give them that. You know, they're on their way up there. They're going to be at the top of the AAC for a little while now, since, you know, Cincinnati and Houston leaving. And, you know, they're going to be there for a while. And, you know, give them credit. They played a great game today. They really did.
As Justin mentioned, obviously we want to send our thoughts and prayers out to guys like Keaton Mitchell and CJ Johnson. Obviously that CJ Johnson lateral was a very scary thing. I think he just got slung down very awkwardly, and it's never a good scene to see someone stretch it out. So we're really wanting to send our thoughts and prayers to CJ and Keaton as they hopefully recover from these injuries very quickly and get back on the field for the ECU Pirates heading up to next week's big game for them. So this is Neil Meyer with the Front Office News.
And Justin Summers with the Front Office News, and we are signing out.